If you're listening to this right now, there's a good chance something has been weighing on you lately. Maybe it's a thought you can't switch off, or a feeling you don't fully understand, or just this quiet pressure sitting in the background of your life, like you should be doing more, being more, figuring things out faster. And I just want to say this gently: you're not the only one who feels like this, and you're not behind. I know it might not feel that way, especially when you look around and it seems like everyone else is moving forward. People are achieving things, building things, becoming things, and somehow you feel like you're just trying to keep up. But what you don't see is what people are carrying behind the scenes, and you don't see their doubts, their struggles, their quiet moments where they feel just as lost. So you end up comparing your real life to someone else's highlight, and that will always make you feel like you're falling short. But you're not. You're just living a real human experience. Sometimes growth doesn't look like progress. Sometimes it looks like slowing down. Sometimes it looks like resting. Sometimes it looks like just getting through the day, and that still counts. You don't have to be in a constant state of improvement to be moving forward. There are seasons in life. Some are for building, some are for learning, and some are simply for surviving. And maybe right now, you're in a season where things feel heavy, where everything takes more effort, where even small tasks feel overwhelming. That doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're human. You're allowed to have moments where you don't feel motivated, where you don't feel clear, where you don't know what the next step is. You're allowed to not have everything figured out. There's so much pressure these days to always be growing, always be improving, always doing something meaningful. But the truth is, you don't need to turn your entire life into a constant project. You're allowed to just exist sometimes. You're allowed to slow down. And slowing down doesn't mean you're falling behind. It means you're listening to yourself. Because your body knows when things are too much, when you've been pushing for too long, when you need rest. And ignoring that doesn't make you stronger. It just makes you more tired. So if you've been feeling like you're not doing enough, I want you to pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? Not what you should be doing, not what others expect from you, but what you need. Maybe you need rest. Maybe you need quiet. Maybe you need to step away from everything that's overwhelming you. That's not weakness. That's awareness. You don't need to rush your life. You don't have to catch up to anyone. You don't have to force yourself into a timeline that doesn't feel right for you. Your path will look different. Your pace will be different, and that's okay. There is no single way to build a life that feels right. Some people may move faster. Some people take their time. Some people stop and start again. And all of those paths are valid. You're not late, you're just on your own timeline. And your timeline is not something you need to fix. It's something you need to trust. Even if it doesn't make sense right now, even if things feel uncertain, even if you can't see where you're going, you are still moving. Even in the quiet moments, even when it doesn't feel like it. So take the pressure off yourself, just for a moment. You don't need to solve everything tonight. You don't need to figure out your entire future. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to keep going, gently, quietly, at your own pace. And that is enough. You are doing better than you think, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. And you're allowed to take your time getting where you're going. You're not behind, you are becoming.